So I was sitting on the toilet, whatever, going to the bathroom, and I just hear this noise. And I was like, what is that? So have no pants on. Like, my pants are around my ankles. I'm like 5 years old, by the way. I'm looking behind the toilet. I'm like, what is this?
I hate where this is going.
This possum stands up on its back legs and starts hissing at me.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to In the Van podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Stevenson, here with co-host Taylor Price and the other co-host, Gage Thompson.
What's up?
We're very excited on this episode. This is our 10th episode, and
10.
Big number.
we're feeling really good
Well
about
said.
this. How about y'all? I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling real good.
And on
Great.
this podcast, we're going to be kind of talking about perspective and mindset, and kind of having the right mindset when you go in at things, like just to give y'all a new perspective. And I have a couple of stories to tell y'all, and hopefully y'all can take something from that and kind of learn from it a little bit, and just take some away from it. If it helps you, great. If you think it could help somebody else, great. Send it to them and follow our social media, really.
Oh, yeah. And, also we're doing more videos and stuff now, too. So we definitely want y'all to check out our YouTube channel so you can see us do the podcast and actually feel like you're experiencing it with us.
Well, we're trying to throw a little bit of our own kind of spin on it with our quote-unquote video cast. So instead of listening to all our nonsense, you can hop on over to our YouTube channel and actually watch our nonsense.
See our nonsense, too.
And I can't promise you that you won't see hands come across the table from time to time, stuff like that. Nah, we all love it. Well, that might happen, but
Yeah,
for the most
Taylor
a couple
might.
times. That'll happen a couple times.
But yeah, check out our YouTube channel, guys. In the Van Media. Yeah. Well, let's get into this thing,
Yeah,
guys.
Let's hop into it. All right, so to start off this story, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a story of when I was a coach not too long ago, when I was helping out a lot with a high school wrestling team. And I still help coach now, but it's on and off because I'm busy and during season and off season, stuff like that. Depends. I help out when I can. But in this story, I remember I was at a high school match and I'd see this kid go out there to wrestle, and he was a great kid. And he was a great wrestler at practice. He did all the things he needed to do to be good at practice and everything. But
yeah, he did train pretty hard. I remember seeing him in the ring training
great
hard.
kid. But every time he would walk out on the mat, you could kind of tell he didn't carry himself to his own ability.
Like he didn't have that confidence to him.
Oh, yeah.
Or he kind of felt defeated in some things.
Before he even got out there, he was having doubts in his mind. He didn't feel comfortable out on that mat.
So he lost before he even stepped out onto the mat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I could tell that, and I saw a lot of myself in this kid when he wrestled. Cause I went through the same things. I was the one kid at practice that trained hard, that put the work in, put the time in, but something didn't connect through my mindset.
So when it came down to go time, it just wasn't there.
It wasn't. So I remember after his match, he lost. I walked up to him and I was like, hey, I know what you're going through out there. I know you train hard. I know you do all these things at practice. And he was like, I don't know why I go out there and these things happen, or I end up losing the match or something like that. And I told him this one thing. I said, I call him John. John, that's not his real name. John, when you go out there, you're walking out there like prey. You're a gazelle. I can see that. Your opponent can see that. Everybody else can see that.
Mm-hmm.
So don't walk out there like a gazelle. I said, I know you're not a gazelle. I could see it in you. I've seen you practice. I know you're not a gazelle. I looked him straight in the eye. I said, you are a lion. He said, yeah, exactly. And he said, yes, I agree. And I said, what are you? He said, I'm a lion. Like, what'd you say? I'm a lion. I said, yell that shit. He's like, I'm a lion. I was like, louder. I'm a lion. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And I hit him on the chest. I was like, you are a lion. I made him start to chant that before he'd got on the mat.
I like that a lot.
And every time he would go out there on the mat, I'd be like, where's that lion at? He'd slap his own chest. I'm the lion. Walk out there. And he wrestled differently. He had a lot more confidence in himself, and that's what it's about. He's walking out there with the right mindset and having ownership of yourself without a doubt. Like Gage said over here, if you doubt yourself for a second, you're losing the match before you even step out there. Don't have doubt within yourself. Have confidence in yourself, and that's with the precepts that you did put the work in and you did put the time in where you needed to, everything like that. You can go ahead.
I was just gonna say that kid probably went on to get a lion tattooed on his chest after what you said to him.
I think you might want to. I almost got a lion tattoo on my shoulder one time.
Really? Oh, wait, yeah, you told me that story.
I told you that story before, but thank God I ended up talking myself out of that. But
yeah. I mean, you don't need to defeat yourself before you even attempt it, you know?
And that's with anything in life, really. I mean, if you're doing something and you feel nervous about it, I mean, chances are it's worth doing in the first place if you feel kind of anxious or nervous about it. But if you're to the point where you're telling yourself you can't even do it before you even go to do said activity, then what's the point?
Yeah. I shared this quote on our Instagram page. Go follow us at In the Van Podcast. But I shared this quote. I was just driving to work or whatever, and I was listening to Hot 107.9 or something. And I heard the lady who does like the morning show, she was talking about this quote from this guy named Roy T. Bennett. And it says, the biggest wall you have to climb is the one you build in your mind. Definitely. And I mean, that has a lot of truth to it.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah, it does. Well, fear is just things that we come up with our mind. Like,
and you just build it up inside your head, and you're just like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, what if this happens? Blah, 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 blah.
That's so true. But for those of us who can turn that fear into fuel and use that fear as gasoline in our tank, that's when good things start happening.
Even like professional fighters, I remember there was a conference with Mike Tyson at it, and he talked about how when he was fighting, how he seemed like the boss, like he was the biggest, he was the top dog, like, and he would fight some hardcore fighters. And people asked him, he was like, were you scared? He said, in those days of me fighting like that, I was terrified. He said, everything terrified me.
How could you not be?
The opponent, he said, he couldn't even sleep at night sometimes, that he terrified me. But the one thing that he said that he never did, he never doubted himself. And like you just said, Gage, he uses that fear to fuel him to keep going, to go that extra mile at practice and to do those things. And I think he talked about how he was working out with Roy Jones Jr. one time, and they were doing like push-ups and stuff like that. And he did like he was counting them up to 300, and Roy Jones Jr. was like, was that 299 or was that 300? He was like, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's 300. He said, no. I said, he looked at him. He said, is it 299 or was it 300? It's like, man, I don't really know if it's 300 or 200.
He didn't quite understand where he was going with that.
I'm pretty sure it's 300. He said, what's the big difference? He said, the difference of me being great is that 300. Is making sure I do that 300 or that extra one. I'm not trying to cut it short and being prepared. And that's all that's really saying, is just having that work ethic behind you to be great.
Yeah.
So for like our preseason workouts we would do in wrestling, we would have this, we had this whiteboard, and you would have to try to get to 10,000 reps of your like main takedown move. And so there was this one kid, and I didn't wrestle with him, but Zach, you did. And Coach always told this story about how he would be working, he would be trying to do all those moves, doing his move 10,000 reps. And if he messed up and he didn't do it right, he would start over, because he wanted to get 10,000 reps, 10,000 good, strong reps in a practice. And so he would just keep doing it. He messed up, he'd start back from zero, and he'd go again. go at it again. And that's good work ethic. Like knowing what you need to do and then pushing yourself to do it all the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got to kind of be self-motivated and
definitely.
Don't let fear stop you in your tracks, because you can either use it as fuel or use it to something to shut yourself down and to make excuses.
Fear is a killer.
Yeah.
What's that thing that Steve-O said? We were watching something about Steve-O saying that he gets scared from all the stuff he's done, but when he like counts to 3.
Yeah, he counts to 3 and
just
when
does
he hits
it.
3, he does it
no
matter what.
Yeah, he says every time he's ever done that in his head, he's done it.
Yeah.
He said he'd count in his head 1, 2. The third count he always did, whether it be like jump off a bridge into a river or something like that, or did a backflip in a porta potty, whatever it was.
He's also a different kind of individual.
Yeah,
he's a different breed.
I'm gonna die right now. 3, let's go. Like he's just nuts. But I gotta give the guy props. He does what he says he's gonna do.
Oh yeah, definitely. And people might be asking themselves, like when they do go out things, and a fear that they might have is like, but what if I fail?
So?
Yeah, like what if? What if you just so scared that you never actually try? What if, What if you actually succeed in something? Like what if? That's the problem with those what if questions. You can
What if for 1 second your bravery overtakes your fear? And it turns out to be the best thing you ever did in your life.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know that, like this is like statistics, and the most professional basketball players, like I forgot the word for it, but the percentage of
like an average
the average percentage of most professional basketball players, when they shoot a shot, they miss 52% of the shots that they take.
Better than me. I'm like 82.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
That's just goes to show, like, even the professionals on that level miss more than half of the shots that they take.
Yeah, on TV, you only get to see the good stuff.
Yeah, they're going to show you the good stuff.
The highlights.
That's what people want to see, the highlight reel, exactly. But people don't necessarily think of the failures that come with success. Like, I love the image that I've seen before, which is like it said the road to success, and it had all these little curves and edges that reach failure. Failure's all the way to the top until boom, success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen another picture kind of like that. There's a man standing in front of a road, and it forks off in 2 different directions. And to the left, you see this straight road. It's the easy way, right? You get where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And to the right was the real curvy road, like you're talking about. But at the end, there was a big, beautiful tower waiting at the end with all his hopes and dreams in it.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd rather take the winding road and take that chance.
Oh yeah. If you do fail, so what? It's
what's that quote I told you? Oh, I remember. This quote, I can't remember where I saw it for the life of me, but it said, aim for the stars, and that way if you miss, you don't fall too far off.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something else I kind of live by as well. Like, I'd rather go at something full-heartedly and try 100%, because I don't think personally I could live with myself in the future.
Well, half-assedly would get you nowhere.
Yeah, or even having the regret of thinking like, oh, I could have been this, I could have been that, but I never tried.
Well, here's the thing. Why wonder when you can try?
Yeah, exactly
like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Why regret what you never did?
Oh, yeah.
Do it. And then you don't have to ever regret that you never took the chance.
Oh, yeah. So that way when I'm like 75, 80 years old and maybe diapers or something, I can think back and...
I ain't changing it.
Yeah. I don't want you to wipe my butt anyways. But when I think back to that far, I'm not going to say to myself, well, I could have been this or I could have been that. Or if I did try it, I knew I'd have the mindset, well, I did try to do that even if I wasn't successful, but I tried it. And I can't say that I never took the chance. Exactly.
Yeah. I like that.
And also, I mean, like, even if you do fail, like you're pursuing something passionately, I mean, you can fail, but you still need to pick yourself up from the failure and just try to go after something, Like, if you are really passionate about something and you truly want to pursue it, Like, yeah, you'll get knocked down, you'll have roadblocks, but you need to pick yourself up from those roadblocks and jump over them. Try to get past them. Like, keep pushing. If you're really passionate about something, about doing well in something.
And also, we're using the word failure a lot, but if you look at failure in a different light, like failure can be defined as nothing more than an opportunity to learn. It's not necessarily failure.
Yeah, it's a learning point. It's not a loss. It's a lesson.
It's an educational stepping stone.
Oh yeah.
So
that's what I always used to tell kids as well when I would coach them. I said, if you can take that loss and turn it into a lesson, it was never a loss in the first place.
Yeah. So if the word failure scares you as an individual, remove that word from your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Use something else. Stepping stone. Wall.
Yeah. But something to get over.
Hop yourself in that excavator and tear that wall down if that's the case.
And I want to, at this point, kind of share another story I had about a time that I just kind of got.
Does it involve diapers?
No, it doesn't involve diapers. Might have involved people watching it needed some diapers because it was pretty cool and exciting. But
oh, wow.
It's about how hitting those barriers and kind of overcoming it, or just keep on pushing and chugging along until you do. I remember it was back when I was in high school and I wrestled, and we were facing this really good team in a team duels match. And for people that don't know what a team duels match is, all 14 wrestlers would wrestle another team of 14 wrestlers, and with the wins and losses, you get certain points at the end of the match. Tally up the points with every team with the most points wins. And this team we were facing was really good. And they started in like the middle of the weight classes. So right in front of me was when the match started, and they wrestled, and one of our really good guys, Jason, he won his match. Then everybody else on the team was losing, lost their match, either got pinned or beat by points. And I remember it was either my sophomore or junior year, and it came up to me to wrestle. And I remember I was wrestling this match, and this match was hard. Like, this dude was tough, and honestly, I was getting my butt beat. And I just kept on pushing. And there's third periods in a wrestling match, and 2 minute periods. So we were all the way down to the third period at this point. I had 20 seconds left to do something, and I was in the bottom position. The kid was on top of me in referee's position, and he was beating me by 4 points at that point. And so I knew I had to do something. Even though I was being defeated the whole match, I knew I had to keep on pushing till the very end, till the very last whistle. I wasn't going to stop. So within that 20 seconds, I heard the referee blow that whistle. Then I hit a reversal on the kid, and I made sure to get it in deep so I could get it. And he kind of grabbed me in a weird way, and I broke through it, even though I got a reversal, which is 2 points in my favor. Somehow I got him on his back into almost pinning position, which is near fall, and they kind of count. If you hold him in near fall position for like 4 or 5 seconds, you get 3 points. If you hold him in that position for like 3 seconds, you get 2 points. And he gave me 2 points near fall, then time was up. So then I had 2 points for the reversal and 2 points for the near fall. So that's 4 points. We should have been even. But like I said, when I did that reversal right at the start, and he grabbed me a certain way, he did an illegal move, and he locked his hands around me. And the referee had given me an extra point because that kid had locked his hands. So in that last 20 seconds of me being beaten,
you came out on top.
I came out on top. I kept on putting that effort in. And I kept on going. And then even though I won my point, And I remember at the end of that match, our coach was pissed. He's like, our team got dominated. Like, it was bullcrap. Like, a lot of our wrestlers wasn't there to wrestle that day. But
yeah,
I know me and the other kid that won, we put our work in, and we knew that we could do it without a doubt. Like, even though we were getting beat, like, just keep on pushing. And I remember the coach's father was there that day, and he's like a Hall of Fame, like wrestling coach. Like he's well-known wrestling coach in the Georgia area.
Oh wow, he's big.
Yeah, and he said his
Sweetest
favorite
man you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
by the
he
way.
is. He is. He's really cool. Sean Haig, Senior, really cool guy.
Don't let his personality fool you. He'll kill you.
Oh yeah, but he said out of everybody wrestling that day in that match, he said mine was the most memorable because it showed that you keep on pushing to the very end.
You put that heart into it.
Oh yeah, and somehow it could have went millions of different ways, but somehow I ended up winning that match, and that's what mattered.
Yeah,
that chance. You know what I'm saying?
I want to tell a story. I don't mean to like shove wrestling down all the listeners' throats.
I'm so tired of hearing
There's just so
about
many
it.
good experiences from it. Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, I work for FCA. I did a lot of speeches and stuff when I was in high school. I'd speak at a bunch of events and stuff.
A lot better speaker than I.
This there was a certain situation that I spoke on a lot, and during wrestling, if you're a girl and you're on a guy's team, like it's difficult, you know. You gotta show that you're just as good as everybody, show that you're working just as hard as everybody, show that you are worth being there and worth working with. Like, I don't want to go up to a guy and then be like, oh, I don't want to work with her. She's a girl. She sucks. Like, she's not going to work hard. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I'm there to beat you up so I can practice and get better so I can beat other people up. So anyways, there's so much of like having to show and prove yourself when you're a girl and you're on like a guy sport. So anyways, it was, I don't know, my junior year, I guess. My coach, I was with the team and everything, and it came to my match. We were wrestling another team, a duel, like Zach was saying. So I was sitting there waiting for my match. I was ready. I was warming up, you know, getting ready to go out there. And my coach was like, oh, you're not going in. I'm like, okay, why? And he was like, oh, well, we're too close on points, so I'm going to put this other dude in. And I'm like, okay, but I beat him before for this spot. I don't understand why he's going in instead of me. So he was like, well, I'm just going to put him in because we really need this win. So it hurt me because I was like, okay, so he obviously doesn't have trust in me to be able to, you know, win for the team or to go out there and actually try my best to beat this kid. And he was their team captain. He was a senior. Like, he was like that kid on their team. But I'm like, still, like, this is my spot. I want the opportunity.
Yeah.
So
you fought for that opportunity. You want it.
So I didn't get to wrestle that kid that night. And it hurt my feelings because my family was there. I was upset. So anyways, a couple weeks later, we go to a match and we have a bunch of different teams we're wrestling that day. So we go with the first team and my coach does it again. He puts that same kid in my spot instead of me. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't believe in me at all.
Did you ever confront the coach about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. So I got mad, and Zach, he was out of wrestling in school.
I think I was helping coaching at the time.
Yeah, so I go over to him, and I'm like, you know what? I'm quitting. Like, they keep taking me out.
This is bull crap.
Yeah,
basically.
nobody's taking me seriously. I'm putting in the work. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. They don't think that I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm like, I'm just going to quit. Like, I don't want to be a part of this team. So I had that in my head. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm done. So then we go and we wrestle this next team, and the coach takes the other kid that was supposed to wrestle my spot to do something else. Not sure. I think he went and helped with the varsity because I was on the JV team. And so we go up to wrestle this our next team, and we're sitting down getting ready, and I'm like the second match, and it's the same team that we had wrestled that past week, weeks ago. And I'm going to get to wrestle that same kid that my coach took me away from wrestling.
Didn't that guy end up losing that match?
What?
Our guy on our team that he put in?
Instead of you?
I can't remember. No, I think he did win.
Okay.
Yeah, he did win. He did win that match. So anyways, so I'm getting ready. I'm about to go up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go into this match, and I'm going to beat him so I can prove to my coach that I was worth being put in.
I remember this match, too.
So I go. I'm getting ready. I'm about to go up. And like I said, this is their team captain. He's their senior, you know, yada, yada. So I go up there, and I'm like, all right, let's get this. Let's do this. And I was always very timid going out. I was a gazelle.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
Still learning to be a lion. Yeah.
But that day, I was like, I am killing this. Like,
Oh yeah, you had that mindset regardless of the doubt.
yeah. So I go out there, boom, put that kid straight on his back,
She did too.
pinned him.
That poor
Everybody was
kid.
like, ah!
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I was
like
oh.
y'all can have two very good male wrestlers against each other. It'd be a great match, and yeah, that's exciting all in itself.
Never mess with a pissed off female wrestler.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too. Like, but seeing a girl wrestler put a dude on their back, there is nothing like it. Like the whole, like even the team that we're facing against is like fucking going at it. The static is
Absolutely
real. Like the
freaking
energy
out.
is in there. Like it is just so cool seeing the girl, because you know how guys are in high school. They're usually always talking crap. Oh, look, I gotta wrestle a girl, whatever like that. This is gonna be.
But in that
easy.
moment, the atmosphere was absolutely electric.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw so
definitely.
many jaws dropped on.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
But it wasn't
it's-
even. It wasn't even about me beating that kid the way that I did. It was just about me going out and proving to my coach that I was worth it. Like,
yeah.
Well, I
and
imagine
also
you should
proving
put-
something to
also
yourself.
kind of proving it to yourself. Yeah.
well, yeah, and like putting the trust in me because, I mean, I can do it. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. This is my thing. Not hating on what you just said, but girl wrestler, hate it. I hate when people say that. Oh, you're a girl wrestler? No, I'm just a wrestler. Just a wrestler. Period. Point blank. Period. And I mean, it's just annoying. Like, yes, I'm a female and I'm wrestling, but at the end of the day, I'm a wrestler. Like, I'm stepping out on that
Oh, yeah.
mat. I'm going against another wrestler,
Oh, yeah,
no
that-
matter if they're male, female, whatnot.
Oh yeah, and I agree with you, because I remember when you were on the team and stuff, and we practiced before. I never even thought for a second, let me go easy on this chick, because I knew you were in this sport for a reason. If I was in your shoes, I would have felt bad if someone went easy on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave you everything I had, just as much as I would give anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that made you a better wrestler, not just because of me wrestling with you, but I feel like that's the mindset of a lot of our
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
But also coming out of that story, which was a really great story, and I like the perspective
Yeah,
on
thank
that.
y'all for that.
And I kind of want to get into fear again, and with one last quote that I kind of like, and then we'll give it to Taylor as far as the segment we're going to end off on. And the quote is by Will Smith, and he says,
Oh, yeah, Will.
"Fear is not real. It is a product of thoughts you create. Do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice."
I like that.
And it is. So what's your choice, guys? Are you going to choose to give into it, or are you going to choose to overcome it? Whatever it may be.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. But Taylor, explain to everybody about the segment we're about to do, and let's hop in it if you
Okay.
want.
So this is a segment that our amazing creator Kelsey came up with. It's hilarious. So, you know, in this podcast we've been talking about fears, and so we just thought it'd be funny to go over like phobias of like famous celebrities and stuff like that. So,
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
yeah, it's hilarious. So, I'll just tell you the celebrity, and you can just try to give a guess at what you think the phobia could be.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have like multiple choice, or do I just have to guess what their phobia
Just
is?
try
I
to
guess we
guess.
just guess.
Yeah, just
All right.
guess.
Now I'm very illiterate in this
I was
area.
about to say, can you
so-
give us like? Do I have to name the phobia, or can I?
If you get close, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, and just kind of
Okay.
Yeah, just name some.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of hints around it, because you know we're little dummy dum dums.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Speak for yourself.
So, the first person I'm gonna do is Channing Tatum.
Oh, I like Channing Tatum.
America's
I'm sure you
sweetheart.
do.
My name is Jeff.
Did you see on Netflix where he was the voice actor for this new like it was like a loose telling of the discovery of America or something? I forgot the name of it, but it's this new like cartoon movie on Netflix, and he was one of the voice actors
Mhm.
for it.
He's funny.
I
he
think-
does good voice acting.
He is funny.
Yeah, he
Book
is
of
funny.
Life.
But a phobia of his.
If I
Can-
were Channing Tatum,
give you-
what
I'll give
would
you
I
a
be
hint.
afraid
Yeah,
of?
give us
I'll
one
give you a
hint
hint.
per person.
Yeah. So, this is something that's been made. Like people have made scary movies about.
Clowns?
Is that your
Uh,
guess? Lock it in.
He's afraid of ghosts.
No. He's afraid of porcelain dolls.
Porcelain dolls.
That's
Hey,
his phobia.
I can't.
I can agree on
don't
that.
like them.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember when I was young, I had a dream that there was a baby doll climbing on the walls of my room.
Oh my God.
And I remember
people are commenting that her dreams are wild. What have you been dreaming about?
And I was like in a full suit of like Ghostbusters outfit, and I was about to shoot at him and everything, and he just like turned his head and looked straight at me with like red eyes and everything. Then I woke up. It was a scary dream.
Evil laugh.
I can.
I can totally see that because I do not like Barbie dolls. I don't like mannequins. I don't like.
Gage, don't lie. We all know you play with Barbie dolls.
You're not supposed to say that to everybody. Jeez.
Okay.
But no, I totally get it. Let's don't and say we did.
Okay. The next one. My boy. Johnny Depp.
Oh, I like Johnny.
What in the world would that man be afraid of?
Oh. Yeah.
Girlfriend phobia.
Oh gosh.
He probably does have a phobia to love somebody again.
This one's generic, so I'm not giving it on.
Arachnophobia.
Claustrophobic.
Clowns.
Oh, come on.
He has a phobia of clowns.
I could see that.
Let me tell this story. So I used to be in foster care, and my foster mom, we were hanging out or whatever, and she was like, you know what? Let's go down the street and let's go see this one of my friends down the street. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. I had the biggest fear of clowns, and she was very.
Are you still scared of clowns?
I don't really care as much anymore, but I was younger. Shut up.
Ooh,
but
shots fired.
So I was so scared, and she knew I was scared of clowns. Like, she knew. Trust me, I made it quite evident. We go into this lady's house, and I'm telling you, clowns everywhere. Like she had
toys?
She had cases, like the clear cases with hundreds of clowns in them.
She's a clown connoisseur.
She had wall art with clowns on it. Everything was clowns in her house. And
That's weird.
I about crapped myself. I was so freaking scared. I was like sitting on the corner of the couch. I was like, can we please go home? I don't want to be here.
Like slowly the cackling of a clown in the back.
She had a clock. She had a clock that had a clown on it.
No.
Yeah,
my mom didn't like clowns either.
It's scary.
See, stupid fears. Clowns are nice. There ain't no reason to be scared of clowns.
Yeah, until one grabs you from behind.
True.
Dude, I grab it from behind. Do a reversal on it, get 2 points, bro.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next one.
I ain't never quitting, dude.
Khloe Kardashian.
What, is she afraid she's gonna like get...
Sorry, this one's just so funny.
This is real.
Well, judging by y'all's reaction, it's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
It's a part of a human body.
Is she afraid to be flat?
No, like she's afraid of something on your human body.
She's afraid of feet.
Walk in your guess, Gage.
I honestly don't know. I don't have a guess.
Well,
I'm just more curious than
her
anything.
fear is of belly buttons.
What?
She has a phobia of belly buttons.
Like
for real?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
When she has to wash her belly button in the shower, she has to wear mittens.
That's
what?
Hang
on, I'll just get in there and start cleaning that bad boy on out.
Oh god.
I mean, I guess you could hide a weapon in there or something like that. I wouldn't.
How deep do you think a belly button is?
I mean, it's as deep as you make it. I got a brother with a deep belly button. He could probably fit a. He could probably fit a. He could probably fit a good little shank or two in it, like.
Okay.
Or 3.
Something a little less weird.
Kristen Bell.
Who?
Seriously,
I've heard.
know who
I've heard of
Kristen
her
Bell
name
is?
before. She was the one in Twilight, right?
That's Kristen Stewart.
This is okay. This has turned into more of a roasting for me and you.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh
No
my gosh,
more
she's
girly
married to,
segments like this.
Dex Shepard. She's married to Dex Shepard.
All right, well, get on with
Who
it.
is Dex
What's her fear?
Shepard?
Oh my god.
What's the hint?
Get out of the
I
van.
don't know who this chick is.
Get out of the van.
I've been talking for 30 minutes. I ain't going nowhere.
When you're in water for a long time, something happens to you, and she's afraid of it.
You're afraid to get crinkled up?
Yeah, I'm with him. Like,
Yes, pruny fingers. She doesn't like pruny fingers.
how is that in a phobia? It's a natural like thing that happens to your body.
Yeah.
She doesn't like people touching her with green fingers, and she doesn't like touching herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, back to the Khloe Kardashian thing. Also wears mittens when she goes swimming.
That's weird.
I'm so done with people.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I'm so done with people.
Okay.
This makes me feel really good about what I'm afraid of because I'm not afraid of like belly buttons or crinkled fingers.
All right, Macho Man. Here's another Macho Man who's afraid of something.
All right, who is it?
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
What is he afraid of? All right, give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good hint. Let's just say that there's probably one around us right now.
Snakes?
Yeah, is he afraid of snakes?
Spiders?
No.
Vans?
No. He's afraid of frogs. He has a phobia of frogs.
What?
They're so cute though.
Yeah, I like frogs.
I don't like
My
frogs.
mom doesn't like
Mm-mm.
frogs. I could scare
I
my
don't
mom.
like
I used to run at my mom with a
look at
frog.
you and they're like, "Hey, how's it going, human?"
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
This one is so funny. Rita Ora.
Who's that?
Black Widow baby.
What?
I've heard
She's
that
a
song
singer.
before.
What's Black Widow Baby?
You never heard that song Black Widow?
I mean, I've heard the name Iggy before, but no,
Okay,
I
anyways.
have I have
well,
not
just
heard
guess
that.
what she might
Is that
be.
is that
have
who
a
that is?
phobia of.
Iggy?
No,
No,
Rita Ora.
yeah,
the
I
other
couldn't say.
girl.
Me and you are gonna get so roasted about
Yeah,
this.
probably.
Y'all definitely are. Yeah, feel free to
Comments will be turned off for this one.
All right, what do you think she has a phobia of?
Hint.
What?
Hint.
Oh, there's one of these in pretty much every single household.
She's
A toothbrush?
I would hope every household.
she's afraid of
Toilet paper?
electronic outlets.
Ceiling fans.
You were close, Gage. She has a phobia of toilets.
What she thinks she's gonna get sucked down one or something?
Or maybe a snake's gonna come up and bite her. I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Don't come up and bite her coochie.
Does she live in Australia?
What?
Does she live in Australia?
No, that's Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like that's the type of shit that'll happen in Australia. Like a
Oh.
snake will come up the toilet or something.
Dude,
maybe.
I have a story. I'm sorry, I keep telling all these stories, but this is funny.
Let's get on with it.
No, this is funny. Okay, so when I was younger, I used to live in Florida, right? And my mom worked at Sharky's on the beach. And me and my sister, we would just run around, hang out there while she was working. And my dad was with us, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom, Mom. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. She's like, I'm working. I can't take you right now. So she told my dad to take me to the bathroom. So he takes me to the men's bathroom because he's not obviously not going to be able to walk into the women's. So he takes me into the men's bathroom.
Obviously.
And he lets me go to the bathroom. He's standing outside the stall or whatever. And at their bathrooms, like, it's just, there's no door to go into the bathrooms, you know? And
You
then,
just kind of like walk in, then you turn a corner.
and then there's stalls. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was sitting on the toilet, whatever, going to the bathroom, and I just hear this noise. And I was like, what is that? So have no pants on. Like, my pants are around my ankles. I'm looking. I'm like 5 years old, by the way. I'm looking behind the toilet. I'm like, what is this?
I hate where this is going.
Possum stands up on its back legs and starts hissing at me. And I was like, ah! So I don't even know the
you
word.
crawled under the
I didn't
stall?
even crawl. Like, I flew under the stall.
You slid
shot
on.
out.
You
I
slid
shot
on
out of
your.
there.
Oh,
And I had
Naked
my pants
stomach.
still around my ankles, and there were men in the bathroom talking to my dad, and I had my pants all the way down. And I was like, "There's a possum in there. Go get it!" And he went and got it and killed it and everything. But
He killed the
Alright.
possum.
yeah, he took it down to the beach and took a chef's knife. I don't know if he killed it or not.
Yeah, he
But,
probably just scared it.
yeah. But
Listen,
yes,
you ever come back here again, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
So I was scared of toilets for a while. I'd look behind them, make sure there's nothing hissing at
Yeah,
me.
but still,
It was
like, that's a
scary.
good reason though. But I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine like a reason why I would be afraid of a toilet. To me, I see a toilet, I'm like, oh, release,
Yeah. I like toilets. Like that's my quiet zone. Like when
man time, right?
Yeah, that's my me time. Like I can sit and think about my day on the toilet. Read a nice novel.
Speaking of novels, so this next person, Zach, you love him. Like, I
Matthew
think you love him.
McConaughey.
Yes, Matthew McConaughey.
all right.
All right.
What do you think his phobia is? I'd be surprised if
Uh,
you didn't know it because you like him so
Well,
much.
Zach, you take the lead because I
phobia.
got no idea.
Is not to be the best him he can be.
Okay, come on, seriously though.
All right.
Let's just say that these are in a lot of hotels or public, like, fancier places. I guess not.
He's
even
afraid
fancy.
of elevators.
No.
Wait, what?
I can't really go
Okay,
into
you said
detail about
hotels
it.
and fancier places.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a fancy place, but they're most likely more fancier places.
Like where?
I don't know. Hotels
Alright,
in Atlanta that
alright.
I've been to. I'm not sure.
I need to know.
A courtyard? I
Mm-mm.
don't know.
Revolving doors.
Revolving doors.
Yes. He has a phobia of revolving doors.
I mean, I could see that.
Can you stop like acting like him for a second?
I like Matthew
reality.
McConaughey.
Zach's like, because it's Matthew McConaughey, I'm okay with this phobia.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I mean, imagine like if
No,
you don't
I
walk
can't.
fast enough, it's gonna hit you on the back end.
So I was just gonna
You,
bump you real quick. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
get on.
If you're like waving high at somebody while you're going through it, your arm might get chopped off. I could see that.
How
like,
in
why
the-
you would be scared about that?
You know, I'm not even gonna argue little mini
All right,
McConaughey
all right.
over there.
I'm going to do one more.
All right.
Everybody's favorite lady. The Megan Fox.
Who? No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh my goodness.
She's afraid to.
Be normal.
Yeah.
Not look so dang hot.
Yeah. She's obviously afraid to make another Transformers movie.
Maybe she's afraid to get another plastic surgery.
Oh my goodness.
She-
Okay,
is
anyways.
she afraid of?
Are y'all
This
gonna
is all out of
actually,
comedy,
are y'all gonna
everybody.
actually guess and stop hating
Okay,
on my
okay.
girl
I mean,
Megan?
that's
Okay.
all I got really.
Give us a hint, like in all seriousness.
I'm touching it.
She's afraid
Feet?
of notebook paper.
Notebook? Notebook paper?
She's afraid of any type of dry paper. Any type of dry paper.
Wow.
How does she
Or she
sign
has-
a
She has
How does she-
okay, not
No, how does
afraid,
she sign
a
a contract
phobia.
for a movie then?
She does it with
she
the
makes
touch
sure
pads.
they moist it. Yeah.
She does like the
Moisten the paper.
electronically. You know she has to have a bidet or something like that because she don't wipe her butt with drop toilet paper.
You know
obviously.
what? That's a good point, actually.
I actually need a bidet.
You know, I hear they're actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like you don't waste toilet paper. They're pretty
I'm
eco-friendly.
sitting there chilling, reading my Matthew McConaughey books. All right.
Oh my gosh, how many more
You're
times
like,
are you
you
gonna
got
do
a
this?
bidet?
This is the last
No.
time, Taylor.
It'd be really
no,
cool
no
if
more
you
mentioning
did.
of Matthew McConaughey. in
It'd
front
be
of him.
really cool if you did,
Zach, respectfully, shut up.
dude. People love it.
Don't dude me. Don't use the accent to dude me either.
Okay, anyways, we're done.
I looked
All
up
right.
the word phobias and somehow
Hold on.
it's even weirder.
All right, guys. I think that's going to cut it for the rest of this episode. I hope y'all liked it. I hope you enjoyed and went through all the cringiness of this episode, but we're glad you are watching with us. Make sure you check out our social media at In the Van Podcast, our Instagram, Facebook.
The handle is the same across the board.
Anything,
Everywhere.
Twitter,
Yep.
YouTube. Check out this video will be on YouTube, so you can check that out and help us
Sit,
out.
Watch it with us.
Right
Tell-
after we get Noah's out.
Oh yeah, tell somebody about us if you like us. Share it with others.
If you don't like us, do it anyways.
yeah, do it anyways. Tell your brother, tell your cousin, your mother.
Tell your hobo.
Yeah.
Cram it down your grandmother's throat. I don't care. Just get the word out there.
Oh yeah, and also leave us a review. It helps us reach out to other people with the algorithms, and it will
It
show
does.
up on their feed. So do us a favor, do that for us if you haven't already.
Do you want your
And-
favorite podcast to show up after typing I into the search bar? Give us a like.
Oh yeah, we love you guys, and we appreciate everything. We do this for you. And peace out for me. Let's go. Peace.
Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode.
Oh yeah.